Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Right. Well, oh, trust me to start coughing. Right, Alice, thank you so much for agreeing to come along and do this interview with me. It's so lovely to see you.
Thank you.
Do together, so it's all natural, all organic, and I hope you really enjoy it. But Alison and myself met at Ragdale Hall, and we were therapists there together, and we worked together for about 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then 2020 happened, and then Alice had a dream, and this whole interview is to give you inspiration and to show that you can create something when things are totally stacked up against you. So I've asked Alice to come on board and just share all about her business that has just grown, and on social media has grown hugely as well, and just proof that ordinary people can just create their dreams to come true. So Alice, over to you.
So yeah, thanks for having me, by the way. I feel like this is so professional. But yeah, basically, it was about last July, and me and my partner just bought like a starter kit. We just went on Google, and I've just seen it on YouTube floating around, people like making these wax melts in their kitchen, and I just thought, I'm bored, I've got nothing to do, and yeah, just bought a starter kit, and yeah, it went from there really, just making them on the kitchen hob. And then within a weekend, I'm quite impulsive, so I was like, oh, we'll just get a logo done, and then if we just put a logo on them, we can just sell them to like family. And yeah, we just set up an Instagram account, and it kind of just went from there really. Obviously at the start it was so quiet, and at this point I didn't know what was going to come with Ragdale and everything like that, and obviously I did end up leaving. So yeah, that's where it started really.
Brilliant, brilliant. And then you named your wax melts after your nana as well. She was your inspiration.
Yeah, because obviously the lockdowns were so tough. Everyone had such a different experience, but obviously we've spoke loads, but it was just, I just found them so hard. And I'm just so obviously like, yeah, really spiritual, and I'm always speaking to my nan like she's here. And I just felt like this was a little sign from her to be like, come on, like get yourself back up. You can do some things, cheer you up, and this will get you back on your feet. So yeah, I just thought I'm going to name it after her.
Guiding spirit angel watching over you and allowing this
Yeah.
to grow. So did you have like so the idea came to you both, and you started off very small, but what was like, even though you started off small and you wanted to sell it just perhaps to family and friends, what was the one thing that did you have a vision board? Did you have like vision board of where you'd like it to go?
Well, we just kind of said to each other, we'll give this a good go, because he was struggling as well with his work, and we'll just see what happens. And obviously through that I went on this whole journey of started having these crazy panic attacks. I was starting to go back to work, so I was having like an induction day, and that journey was starting again. And these panic attacks were just coming every day, multiple times a day, and they were just making me feel so poorly, and I felt so anxious. And my only focus really was these little wax nuts that were nothing. Like I think we had 50 followers on Instagram. Like we weren't selling any. It was literally so small, but it was all I could focus on. And in my head, I just thought, I'm such a preacher of like positive thinking and manifestation, and I need to actually like do it now. So I just started writing my goals in a notebook. It was the only thing that didn't feel like overwhelming. I could just write down what I wanted to do. And because I just felt so low, like nothing was off limits, so I was just writing down these like crazy things. And yeah, that's where I started to like really change my mindset. So yeah, I just started to write down my goals in this goal book. And it's so funny because Dolmax was literally like zilch, it was nothing. But in my head, I was like, yes, this is going to be like a 6-figure business. This is going to be my full-time job. And I just started writing it down. And yeah, that was like the moment where like I started to change my reality, basically, by changing my mindset. I didn't realize how much of your reality is based off what you think. And because in my head, I was this anxious person who was panicking and having these panic attacks, that was what was happening. And once I started to think of myself a little bit better, it all started to like turn around. So yeah, definitely just getting pen to paper and just being like, right, let's get your goals written down.
So it sounds a lot like journaling. So with
Yeah.
your note, you were writing down your fears, your doubts, but then you turned that around. You were honouring how you were feeling, especially with having attacks, which are awful to experience. But then you shifted it around as well. Like, so you then focused on what your goals were going to be. And like, as you said, our mindset affects our whole reality and what we create. So once you, excuse me, so once you changed your mindset and you started focusing on your goals and what you wanted to achieve, how much of a time frame then did you start to notice, or was it very gradual? How much of a change in months?
Yes. To be honest, it was quite immediate. Like, obviously days after it was hard, and it's not like I woke up one day and my life was just better. It was just gradually, every time I did a little practice like a meditation or I did a bit of yoga, or I just started to feel differently. And I think when you put out there to the universe that you want to be better and you want to feel better, life starts dealing you the right cards. And just these opportunities started coming up. Like, I ended up going on a lash course. I found this really lovely lady who I connected with, and just these little things kept happening. Like, I kept finding like 4-leaf clovers, just little things like, and I just thought, right, life's got my back now and I just need to keep doing these steps. So literally quite immediate. Like, it was like I'd made that decision, and it was like having a conversation with the universe. I sound nuts to people, but it was like the universe was saying, yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going. And I just was like stepping up this ladder, and every day it just got easier. And it was just got easier.
The main thing that you wanted out of all of this wasn't just the material part of what you gained. The money. Like when you plunged into lockdown and your wages are drastically cut. Luckily, we did get furloughed, but suddenly that income is not coming in, and so we had to make a living. But your main focus, listening to you, Alice, was to feel better. And the universe really responds massively because you're coming from your heart center, and something that you wanted to feel more centered, more grounded, and then the universe responded. And it's lovely how they kept sending you like the little clues that you're on the right path with the 4-leaf clover, meeting the amazing lady, and everything just falling into place. Because they say when you follow something that you're passionate about, it doesn't become work, it becomes your life, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
And what I've also noticed and admired and loved is you give out as well too. So I noticed on like TikTok, you would have like sessions where you would come on and just chat to people. So, and I always remember you saying like, if anyone needs any help or support, you're there and they can just message you because you understand. Yeah. So it's not like you're taking, you're giving back, which is very important in the universe too, isn't it?
Exactly, definitely.
And your TikTok videos are absolutely amazing. I watch them and you just get like, I was never a fan of TikTok, I must admit, I never liked it until you. But you know, you just go on and watch you, and you just have this sense of humor, and you're just having fun, aren't you? And it's so
I literally love it. It's so weird. I was exactly the same as you. I was like, I'm never downloading that silly app. Everyone was downloading it, not down doing these dances. And I was like, what is everyone doing? But that's another thing with your mindset. It's like I was so close-minded. I was like, oh, what's it? Everyone's being silly. And then, it's literally the biggest thing that like is changed my life. Literally, this app. It's completely like catapulted. Dole melts. It's just so funny how like the tables turn and things change. Yeah.
Because so you went from like 1 or 2 probably followers, and how many followers have you got on TikTok now?
I think we're just about to hit 30,000. So I think we're like 29.4. So yeah, 30,000 we're due to hit. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's incredible. And you know,
Yeah,
like when you look at people like you and you think, oh my gosh, it's like, you know, it's coming easy. But because I know you and I know your background as a therapist, and also you're very holistic, you know, minded and very spiritual. It's just so awesome and fantastic to see someone start at the bottom and then grow. And you know that process has been real. It's like you keep doing the same things that work, and
yeah,
you keep consistent with it. And that's the other thing. It's like it's easy to give up and at any stage, but you just got to keep doing the things that work. And you had no expectation of what was going to come, did you? You just
no. Yeah, exactly. It's definitely at the beginning taking them hits with your ego and just being like, at the beginning, you're going to look like a bit of a loser. You're pouring these things over the kitchen hob. It's going nowhere. And you've got to post about it like confidently, like, is this business idea when you're getting nothing from it? And it's taking them hits with the ego and just being like, in your head, being consistent and just being like, it's going to work out.
wow. And so you've now gone from your kitchen hob, and now you've got like another premises where you go out to work now and do your wax melts.
Yeah, so we've got a room in the office unit, and yeah, so we just started outgrowing the home, and yeah, it's just been like amazing, really. It's been amazing.
And would you like to see the business expand into other areas?
Yeah, we're actually just working on a project. We're just currently finalising some graphics for it. Literally just the other day, so I'm so excited. But we're actually changing the direction a little bit. So yeah, I'm really excited.
Right. So is there anything you want to share with people? Any things that you know you really found worked? You know, like you mentioned your journal, you mentioned you know you changed your mindset. Is there anything else that you want to share that you found helpful? Well, obviously
Um,
meditation.
yeah, literally meditation is amazing. And I think meditation, people think you've got to sit there silently in a room and zone out. And it's not always about that. It's just about going within and just having them few minutes and just realizing that life isn't this serious. You don't need to take it seriously, and just having them taking that time out and just having that process. But yeah, I started meditating, doing yoga, doing something where afterwards I can feel like, right, I'm taking the steps. I saw something the other day and it was saying like, if you want to improve your health or your diet or your lifestyle, if you go out and buy a book about well-being, going out and buying that book, it's that first step. It's like when you come home and you've got that book in your hand, it's like that moment where the light switches and you've took that first step, and it's like the start of that journey. So I definitely think just small steps, you'll feel amazing. It's not always about the big journey, you know. I think a lot of people think, oh, I need to go and like start again, you know what I mean? Move to Australia, I need to book that flight tomorrow. Not necessarily. If you go and buy a book about Australia, start reading about it. You know, these first little steps lead on to bigger things.
Oh, it's exciting, really exciting. So yeah, thank you, Alice. I'd like to have you on board again and talk some more, but this is our very first interview
Yeah.
that we've done. So I just want to thank you so much. It's lovely to connect with you. I mean, the whole of 2020, we were in constant conversation, and it's nice. I found it so helpful to have a like-minded person like you, but also to see your journey grow, because I'm so proud of you, because it was literally, we had no idea, did we? Neither of us, like we were very much therapists, very happy and content in our roles where we worked. And then 2020 happened, and then it's like, okay, so, and I think that's another part of like the message coming through from you is like, you know, when life, that's a, oh, that's an awful saying. When life throws you some lemons, make some lemonade.
Exactly.
Yeah, and also we are creators of our own universe, and if we channel all of our energies into our own circle within our own little world, and we make those gradual changes within, it then reflects in the outside world too, doesn't it?
Exactly, exactly. Definitely. Don't ever put yourself in a box. And sometimes that's what working for someone can do to you. Just put you in a little bit of a box and you don't realise your own potential. And it's not necessarily the workplace's fault. You've just got yourself in this routine and you don't realise the opportunities that we've got now and what we can do. So
No, so what I'm going to do is going to share the links to your Instagram page and to your TikTok page in the description, hopefully, if I can work out technology. Yeah, and if anyone wants to get in contact with you, they can do it via that way, if that's okay, or
yeah,
whatever way. Yeah, I also put your webpage for door melts as well too.
amazing. Thank you so much.
And what you going? What have you got planned for the rest of the day?
I'm gonna go back to the office and yeah, just gonna work on social media content. I need to catch up on my books. I'm the worst at doing my accounts. Stresses me out so much. That is literally the worst bit, doing your accounts. So I've just got a few bits to do, and yeah, just that is the best bit, just the freedom of just no one's telling me that I'm on my phone or I can't do this, or I can't do that. It's like just having that freedom of like running your own day. It's amazing.
And you look so happy, you do. So
I'm so happy. It literally makes me emotional. I find it hard to talk about because I could cry about it right now. Like I just feel like the luckiest girl in the world. I feel so lucky.
oh, you deserve to be, my lovely. So on that note, I'll let you get on with your day, and thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview with me, and I'll speak to you soon.
Oh, literally, I loved it. Thank you so much, Jenny.
Okay, Alice, take care for now.
Bye.
Mm.